Hello everyone, it's ScotRail 96 here, and welcome to another Train Sim World Free news video. Today Dovetail and Rivet Games have announced details that concerns the first DLC pack for 2023, and the new route in question is the ScotRail Express Edinburgh to Glasgow. So let's take a look at the details of this route and the traction you'll be using, as well as seeing some screenshots of it in action in Train Sim World Free. So, new year, new content, which means more money drained from your bank account. Before last year's festivities, some of you may have seen some of the teasers for the forthcoming Train Sim World Free content, and many of you were quick to identify the distinctive cab end of the ScotRail BR Class 385. This modern electric multiple unit will form the rolling stock for Train Sim World's first release of the year, the ScotRail Express Edinburgh to Glasgow. Now, for those of you new to Train Sim World, Rivet Games have worked on previously released Train Sim World add-ons, such as the popular West Cornwall Local, the Island Line 2022. Their latest route, set not far being from their base in Stirling, is their longest route to date and covers the busy line between Scotland's two biggest cities, Edinburgh and Glasgow. Both cities are recreated in wonderful detail, apparently, making use of their iconic railway vista with the Balmoral Hotel looking gracefully over Edinburgh Waverley Station. Along the line, a succession of stations familiar to those who regularly use the route, which were teased by Rivet Games themselves before Christmas. Linglefgow, Polmont and Falkirk High are just some of the locations separated by impressive viaducts, and through Glasgow will be familiar to players of the Cathcart Circle Line. This route sees players arrive at the gloriously renovated Glasgow Queen Street rather than Glasgow Central. Moving virtual passengers along this intercity line is ScotRail's BR Class 385, dressed with the saltire and national colour of Scotland. Inside the train are a number of small but important details, such as the inclusion of accessible seat covers in the appropriate locations and the introduction of a working train monitoring system. This long-awaited and highly requested feature will see PIS announcements in the game for the first time, with TMS capable of altering the frequency of announcements along with a selection of categories, such as a feature to bring an additional layer of roleplay and immersion into this Train Sim World Free route, as well as an extra tool to set up when preparing the train for a selected service. The announcements can also be heard from AI BR Class 385 services for added immersion when roaming on foot. On top of this, the working guard panels introduced on the Island Line 2022 route add-on and the automatic blinds for the first class section of each train are also featured on this Class 385. As for the unit itself, these 3 and 4-car overhead electric multiple units with a top speed of 100 miles per hour will operate densely timetabled services between Edinburgh and Glasgow, as well as stock moves to and from their depot. Contemporary Scottish traction has long been requested by the community since the release of the Glasgow Cathcart Circle Line and since being introduced to the Scottish Rail network in 2018. The BR Class 385 has played an important role in keeping Scotland's rail services modern, clean, spacious and better for the environment. Those wishing to make use of the BR Class 385 on the Cathcart Circle Line, they can do so in the Scenario Planner. Now, as far as the route is concerned, the ScotRail Express Edinburgh to Glasgow also brings some unique and first-time features to the environment of a Train Sim World Free route. AI-controlled trams run through the Edinburgh suburbs, and Edinburgh Castle looms over the line as trains leave for Glasgow. Scenery is characterised by the abundant greenery around each of the 8 intermediate stations, along with cutting bordered by steep rock faces, particularly noticeable when leaving Edinburgh Waverley. The route will also take advantage of all the weather and lighting updates for Train Sim World Free, so that services can be run in various seasonal conditions, experienced across what will be the northernmost route in Train Sim World's history. As well as with all the other Train Sim World Free routes and Train Sim World 2 routes as well that's been imported into the game, there will be lots of collectibles to find, including the locally relevant Haggis plushes and bagpipe-themed suitcases. A number of hidden interiors to some station buildings are also accessible, and the classic ScotRail planters seen in the Glasgow Cathcart Circle Line return as static scenery objects. Now, the ScotRail Express Edinburgh to Glasgow will arrive on train symbol free across the board for all consoles and the PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and X, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, the Epic Game Store and Steam on January the 26th, 2022 at full price, which is £29.99, $39.99 and €39.99. The estimated download size for PS4, PlayStation 5 customers who continuously worry, sadly, about what routes they can squeeze in thanks to the very annoying problem that is the 64 gigabyte cap. It will be 4 gigabytes. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Take care.